What's up, guys? Arceus Cam, and welcome to another Pokemon Strategies. This is going to be normal, but I decided to do one extra. But all three of these have something in common. They're all fighting types. And they all were once to be, or are, in the Uber tier, in Smogon. So I'm now going to show you the first one. It's Lucario. Nature should be adamant, Hell Diamond should be the focus dash, and its ability should be inner focus. So guys, Lucario is a major threat, but someone is most likely to try to do a quick knockout because Lucario's thin defenses. He'll have a Pokemon that'll be able to knock you out. That's why we're giving it the focus dash, so it can set up a sword stance. And then basically, whatever Pokemon he's up against, he can probably use extreme speed. And its stats should be 252 attack, 252 speed, and 6 HP. So see, its defenses are somewhat lowish, but speed and attack are quite high. Well, speed's around average. A little above average, but there are a lot of Pokemon that can outspeed him. As for attack, it's somewhat below average for Uber standards. But once you set up a sword stance, it's really 700, which is amazing. And its attack should be sword stance, as I said a second ago, high jump kick, blaze kick, and extreme speed. So first, as always, you're going to set up a sword stance, and you're most likely not going to survive an attack that your opponent will probably, your opponent probably tries to predict you out. So at least you could set up one, and then you could use extreme speed, high jump kick, or blaze kick. Extreme speed in case the opponent is faster than you, and you're down to 1 HP with your focus dash. You just use extreme speed, and that should get him out, or at least do a good amount of damage. Then you have high jump kick, crazy stab damage. But no, if your opponent is very invasive, uses protect or a move like that, or it just misses, then you lose half your HP. So if you don't want that, another option is close combat. But I kind of recommend a high jump kick only because of the high base power. Then you got blaze kick for a good fire type move, because no one expects a Lucario with blaze kick, but it can learn it, which is a good thing. And extreme speed, just to outspeed your opponent when you need it. This next one's pretty typical and overused here, but I tweaked a couple things on this one to make it into Ubers. It's Infernape. Nature should be adamant, Helium should be the life orb, and its ability should be Iron Fist. Stat should be 252 attack, 252 speed, and 6 HP. Same EVs as Lucario. And attack should be Gunk Shot, Fire Punch, Thunder Punch, and Mach Punch. So these are your attacks. You're very fast, 1. And 2, 3 out of 4 of these attacks are boosted by Iron Fist, which is awesome. You have Gunk Shot for heavy poison damage. You know, guys, I've never seen an Infernape with a poison type move before, and your opponent probably will never expect it. So if you're up against a grass type, or not grass type, like someone who takes super effective damage to poison type moves, well, there you go. Then you have Fire Punch for heavy stab damage with the Iron Fist. Because of that, it's heavy stab damage. Thunder Punch, also boosted by Iron Fist for good electric damage, just to take out those pesky water types. And don't forget the flying types. And Mach Punch. In case in those rare times you aren't faster than your opponent, then Mach Punch should do the trick after a few life orb boosts. Last Pokemon. Guys, he is already one of the first starters to be officially in the Uber tier. Not by metagame, by tier, which is awesome. In a way. And it's Blaziken. Nature should be adamant, Helium should be the Lychee Berry, and its ability should be Speed Boost or Blaze. Only reason I say Speed Boost or Blaze is because thing is, you know what? I'll go back to this and I'll tell you in a second. Stats should be 252 attack, 252 speed, and 6 HP. They all have the same EVs too. I didn't notice that. Its attack should be Endure, Acrobatics, High Jump Kick, and Fire Punch. This Blaziken is a little different from your typical one. That's usually a Protect and Sword stance. But this one is an Endure Blaziken, which means it will use the move Endure, and for any move that will most likely knock it out, it will be at 1 HP. So that's why you want to give it Paper Thin defenses, so your Lychee Berry could boost your attack. Only thing is, if you want a really powerful fire move, that's why Blaze can be handy, but you're most likely, a lot of people probably expect speed boost, so they'll probably outspeed you. Or they'll take out someone slow if you're lucky. So you gotta know if you're up against someone fast or someone slow, depending on which one you want. I only choose speed boost for now, only because of that. And your attacking moves are Acrobatics, High Jump Kick, and Fire Punch. Because your Lychee Berry was used, Acrobatics will do double the damage. High Jump Kick for heavy stab damage, and Fire Punch also stab damage. But if you have Blaze, it will do a lot of damage, I gotta admit. It does a lot, Blaze. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this strategy. Please try them out. I'll see you later.